SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Big game breakdown continues here on SportsBit. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com. Let's get right into it. Christmas Eve, you know what you're going to be doing. Some of you will be hanging out with the family. Most of you will be watching the Hawaii Bowl. Houston and Fresno State. The Houston Cougars -2.5. Total of 50 against the Bulldogs. This is the fourth straight bowl game for Houston. They're 2-2 straight up. And the fifth straight bowl game for Houston. The last four, 2-2 straight up. 2-2 against the spread. Last year, a complete no-show right here in Las Vegas. I was at the game. I'll tell you what, Houston was not the right side. They were -5 against San Diego State. They lost the game 34-10. And it was I don't leave many games early. I left that game in the fourth quarter when it started getting cold. There was no chance that Houston was going to come back. Fresno, over the last 2 years, well, they went 4-20 straight up. They weren't even think about going bowling. So Cougars with significantly more bowl experience, although Fresno is a team that regularly takes trips to Hawaii. Hawaii plays in the Mountain West. For Houston, the question is this a vacation for the Cougars? Or are they coming to play football? Look, I've said it on the show more than once. I thought Jeff Tedford was the college football coach of the year. I stand by that. He was brilliant. And again, over 8 quarters against Boise. At the end of the season, Fresno was the better of the two teams. They were as good as anybody, the best team in the Mountain West Conference. Even though they didn't win the title, they covered the spread wire to wire in both meetings against Boise. The one for the title was played on Boise's home field. That was the difference. So we're talking about a team that was good as anyone in the Mountain West. We're talking about a team that's battle-tested. They played Washington and Alabama in early season play, and they covered the number in those games. They were, I'm not going to say they were competitive, but they weren't annihilated by the elite teams. The market's caught on right there. Then the defense made huge strides under Orlando Stunauer. This is a guy who hadn't played or coached anywhere in the U.S. since the 90s. He'd been in the Canadian Football League since 1996. His only college coaching was, one season as a defensive back coach with Western Washington while he was playing in the CFL. Jeff Tedford made a gamble hiring this defense coordinator, and I'll tell you what, Stenauer was brilliant. Look at the numbers. The defense, basically the same personnel. Not a huge personnel upgrade for Fresno in the offseason. Defense, dramatic turnaround. Number 9 in the country in scoring defense. Number 16 in total yards. The QB, Marcus McMarrion, he's solid. Made enough plays. Took care of the football. Only 4 INTs for the campaign. Threw for 7.9 yards per attempt. Fresno's solid. They're not spectacular. They're solid. And they've been an undervalued commodity all season long. Major Applewhite at Houston. He was expected to develop the quarterbacks for the Cougars. But the injury problems for Houston never allowed that to happen. They played QB shuffle basically all year. The last guy on the list, Derek King, he's the future of the program. He's the guy who they would like to have moving forward. And he also ran, by the way, those are his passing numbers. King ran for 341 yards and 8 touchdowns, 5.4 yards per carry. He was the guy over the last 4 games of the season. He's the guy who led Houston to the big upset win over South Florida. One big concern for the Cougars, however, their offensive coordinator, their quarterbacks coach, Brian Johnson, he left for Florida. So that means they have no OC/QB coach. Applewhite is going to call the plays here in addition to doing everything else for the Cougars in this bowl game. Houston's the better of these two teams. I understand how good Fresno was. I understand how many point spreads they'd covered. There are matchup problems for the Bulldogs in the trenches against Brandon Oliver and that nasty Cougars defensive front. If I'm playing, I'm laying, but I'm a little bit concerned about Houston's mentality for this game. This is one I'm going to do a little bit more reading on, see how motivated the Cougars actually are before I actually get involved with a wager. That being said, Houston might be pretty live as a favorite in that one. There you have it. Wednesday edition of SportsBit in the books. What does that mean? It means enjoy your day. Best of luck. with all of your wagers. And be sure to check back tomorrow on Thursday for another loaded show right here on Sportsbet Betting Insight Today from SBRpicks.com.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am JoJo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our 15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, follow us on social media, and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host, JoJo, and until next time, thanks for watching.